Hi, my name's John, and I've been a cancer patient for 8 years. It's not something I went looking for, but for better or worse, it's transformed my life. I found myself traveling all over the country to get clinical trials to stay alive. I went to Houston, Omaha, New York, Miami, Louisville, and I pretty much lived in hospitals and on airplanes. In all, I had 13 different types of treatment, 11 of them clinical trials. I lost my hair, yes, all of it, multiple times. I had tubes stuck just about anywhere you could think to stick them. My chemo was so toxic that it would strip my veins, so they installed a central line into my chest so it could flow directly into my heart. When I had my stem cell transplant, I had skin burns all over my body, and I lost 40 pounds. And in those moments, you have to be careful not to become unhuman. But of course, it was the most human experience of my life. When you know you're going to die, you stop worrying about the little stuff, and you really think about life. I mean, you really think about it. What would you have done differently? What would you do if you had just 6 more months on the clock? And you don't waste time. You go for it. You appreciate the tiniest joys in life. Sometimes you even savor the bad stuff. In some ways, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I started hugging people a lot more. I became a very sentimental person. And I started telling people exactly what I thought, which is sincere and liberating. I care about you. This makes me happy. You're being a jackass right now. Okay, I'm being a jackass right now. You end up looking at the world in a completely different light, and you experience all of the emotions all of the time. And you go for it. I started a company from my hospital bed that now employs 22 of the coolest people ever and works with cool, innovative companies. I've traveled to a couple dozen new countries, and I generally have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm always looking for adventure and looking for people to share it with. But you lose things along the way. You lose a sense of security. And you're forevermore looking at things in an existential light. This will come to an end. It will come crashing down. Enjoy it. And you lose the people close to you. I met a lot of awesome patients and good friends in waiting rooms, and some of them didn't make it. And these awesome people are mothers and fathers and friends. They are someone's special person, and they didn't make it. The right treatment hasn't been developed for them. That brilliant researcher still needs some funding or some resources to create that treatment. And that's how it is. 1 in 3 people will get cancer. Think about that. Think about the people close to you. 1/3 of them will get cancer. And in that moment, you'll want the most advanced treatments to be ready for them. But if you wait until then, it likely won't be helpful. Now is the time to invest in those treatments. Of all the places I've traveled, I think my favorite word I've picked up is in Japanese, gambaru, which means never give up, even if there's no chance of winning. And I think that's where I was at the time. The odds of surviving everything I've been through was infinitesimal. I'm supposed to be dead, but here I am. I got lucky. Mostly because of the 11 different clinical trials I received. And these are the type of trials funded by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. I've traveled all over and talked to a lot of the top oncologists around the world. And what you find are they're really smart researchers out there. And their knowledge is way ahead of our treatments. They know how to fix a lot of these problems, but they need resources. They need cash to fund lab time and staff and drug and all of the things that it takes to run a trial. I'll tell you one of the things they don't have trouble finding are patients. We've got to get these folks the resources they need so we can all win together. Please join me in donating to cancer research. They will treasure your donation and spend it wisely, I promise. Forgo a couple of cocktails this weekend or that dumbass thing you were gonna buy on the internet. This is more important. And I'll make you a deal. Whatever you can donate, whatever it is, I will match you. We're in this together and I'll match your donation. Help me pay my freight in this world and help others who will come after me. Let's create some positive ripples for the future. Thanks so much. I really appreciate you.